What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. First off, like, comment, subscribe. Shit. I be feeding y'all. The least you could do is tip a nigga, man. Like, come on. Help me out. Assist me. Nah, but for real. Have you ever, wondered why you have so many problems? It's like one problem after the next. And you're like, why the fuck? Everywhere you turn, it's a goddamn problem. Like, why? And you look at other people's lives and, the people around you, and it don't seem like they go through half of the shit that you go through. And it's like the dumbest things too that just go wrong, and you're like, why? It's like one problem after the next. Why? What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not doing anything wrong. In fact, you're doing something right, and that's the problem. You are just being you, and you can't help that. But if opposites attract, right? What's the opposite of a problem? A solution, right? So if you got all these problems, and it's like every day is like more and more problems knocking on your doorstep, more and more problems at your doorstep. And it's like, why? Because you're you. You're you. And if you got, and I bet you look at these problems, most of them are not even your problems. They're other people's problems. But why? Because you are the solution. That's why. You attract problems. I'm sorry. But it's the truth. You're the solution. That's why. But let me tell you something. Just because that is true does not mean that you have to take on every problem that comes your way. That's something I had to learn the hard way. Just because you are the solution does not mean that there's not other solutions. You see? What was that show called? A Million and One Ways to Die? There's 1,000,001 solutions to a problem. Like, it ain't just you. So you have the luxury. Now that you know this, you have the luxury to pick and choose. What do you want to deal with? You know what? I don't want to deal with that today. And I don't want to deal with that today. And and if you don't want to deal with shit today, you know what? I'm going back to bed. Fuck this. I'm going back to sleep. Y'all can miss me with this shit. You have that luxury, and you don't even know it, because you're just so over. All you see is all these problems, and you're like, what the fuck? And you're overwhelming yourself with problems that you really don't need to. You get to choose. What do you want to deal with? Now, your own shit, yeah, you got to deal with your own shit, but do you really? Like, is it? Really think about these things. Like, do I have to? You don't have to do anything. Choose what it is you want to do. Especially if this shit is not even your problem. Like, man. Just because you can doesn't mean that you have to. Just because you can does not mean that you have to or that you should. Don't feel obligated. And I know a lot of people will try to make you feel bad for not. Fuck that. Just because I can doesn't mean that I want to or that I'm going to. I'll do what the fuck I want to do. And you consider yourself lucky if what I choose to want to do includes your punk ass. You see? Seriously. You have to start living your life that way. And when you do, you're gonna be at more peace. Because it's not something you have to do, and you'll see, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna treat people and things accordingly. You have more power than you think, okay? And once you figure that out and you start really walking in that, man, you have this shit that you used to worry about or you stress yourself out about, you're not going to care about no more. I promise you that. It is what it is. You have a choice, though. You have a choice. All right, I love y'all. Peace.